Have you ever noticed that the loudest person in the room is usually the weakest? Always talking, always proving something, always chasing validation. But the strongest person, the one who moves in silence, that's the one who truly wins. Let me tell you something. Life has a way of giving you exactly what you need at exactly the right time. But only if you learn to be still. Only if you learn to be quiet. Only if you learn to trust the process. Because when you stop forcing, when you stop begging, when you stop explaining yourself to people who never cared to understand you, that's when life starts working in your favor. The right things will come, the right people will stay, the wrong ones will remove themselves. All you have to do is stay silent and let it happen. Silence is power, not just the absence of words, but the presence of awareness. The moment you stop talking, the moment you resist the urge to explain yourself, defend yourself, or prove your worth to those who don't deserve your energy, that's when you take back control. You begin to listen, not just to words, but to what isn't being said, to the energy in the room, to the hidden motives behind people's actions, to the truth that's buried beneath all the noise. Most people can't handle silence. They talk because they fear it. They talk because they feel invisible. They talk because they think being louder makes them stronger. But true strength isn't about how much you say. It's about what you do in the moments of restraint. It's about patience. It's about having the discipline to observe and understand before reacting. Think about the people you admire most, the leaders, the visionaries, the ones who command respect effortlessly. They don't waste words. They don't fill space with meaningless chatter. They don't try to impress you with empty promises or exaggerated stories. When they speak, people listen. And why? Because their words carry weight. And what gives their words weight? Experience, wisdom, intention. That's the power of silence. When you stop talking, you start listening. Not just to others, but to yourself. You begin to recognize the thoughts that truly matter. You start noticing the warnings you once ignored. You see more clearly who is truly for you and who is just playing a role in your life. Because when you're always speaking, you can't observe, you can't analyze, you can't read between the lines, and you miss the moments when people reveal exactly who they are. People will always show you who they are if you let them, but most never notice because they're too busy trying to prove something. When you stay silent, you create space for people to reveal their true nature. You don't have to ask if they're loyal, just watch. You don't have to beg for respect. Just be still and see how they treat you when you're no longer performing for their approval. Winning in life isn't about how much you say. It's about how much you understand. When you listen more than you speak, you learn. You pick up on opportunities before they become obvious. You see people's true intentions before they have the chance to deceive you. You sense situations shifting before they catch you off guard. Silence brings clarity. And clarity is what separates the strong from the weak. Think of a chess game. The best players don't make reckless moves. They don't announce their strategy. They sit in silence, reading the board, studying their opponent, waiting for the right moment to act. That's how life works. The ones who talk too much, they expose their plans before they even make a move. They reveal their weaknesses without even realizing it. But the one who stays quiet, the one who observes, that's the one who always stays ahead. People respect silence more than words, because anyone can talk, anyone can make promises, anyone can claim to be strong, wise, or in control. But real power doesn't need to announce itself. Real power is felt. It's in presence, in action, in the ability to sit in silence and still command attention. When you stop talking, you start noticing. You pick up on the little shifts in people when they're lying. You hear the subtle changes in their tone when they're being insincere. You recognize hesitation, contradictions, and the energy behind their words. And that level of awareness, that depth of understanding, is something most people never reach, because they're too busy filling the silence instead of listening to what it reveals. There's a reason why the quietest people in the room are often the most powerful. They're not silent because they have nothing to say. They're silent because they're watching, because they're analyzing, because they understand that words can be a distraction, but silence is a weapon. When you start listening more than you speak, you realize just how much unnecessary noise exists in the world. How many arguments aren't worth your energy? How many explanations are wasted on people who have already decided what they want to believe? How many apologies you never needed to give because you weren't wrong in the first place? Silence is power. It stops you from reacting impulsively. It keeps you from saying things you'll later regret. It helps you avoid battles that aren't worth your energy. It allows you to move with purpose, with precision, and with a clear mind. When you embrace silence, you begin to filter out those who crave your attention, but lack your best interests at heart. You stop engaging in conversations that drain you. You no longer feel the urge to respond to every insult, every doubt, or every challenge thrown your way. Because true strength doesn't argue, it simply exists, unshaken, undeniable. Some of life's greatest victories come not from speaking, but from knowing when to stay quiet. From letting your actions, your discipline, and your results speak for you. From keeping your emotions guarded. From refusing to react when others expect you to. Because the moment someone learns how to provoke you, they gain control over you. But when you remain silent, when you refuse to let them dictate your response, that's when you become unstoppable. It's not easy to be silent in a world that equates being loud with being important. But real significance, real power, has nothing to do with how much noise you make. It's in the weight of your presence. It's in the impact of your actions. It's in the discipline of knowing when to hold back. When you stop talking, you start listening. And when you start listening, you start winning. Because wisdom lives in the quiet. Strength is built in stillness. And those who master silence master life. Desperation repels what you desire. The more you chase something, the more it resists you. This applies not only to people, but to everything. Success, relationships, respect, opportunities. The moment you start running after them, you give off an energy of lack, of neediness, and nothing valuable responds well to desperation. Think about it. Have you ever tried catching a butterfly with your hands? The more you reach for it, the further it flies. But the moment you stand still, the moment you stop grasping, it lands gently on your shoulder. Life works the same way. The harder you chase, the faster things slip away. But when you stop, when you focus on yourself, when you embody patience and confidence, everything starts gravitating toward you. People are naturally drawn to what feels rare, what feels valuable. But when you chase someone, when you make yourself too available, you diminish that value. Your actions send the message that you're willing to overextend yourself just to keep them in your life. And when someone senses that they're more important to you than you are to yourself, they begin to take you for granted. They pull away. They push boundaries. Because you've shown them they don't have to work to keep you. But when you stop chasing, when you stop initiating every conversation, making every call, and trying to prove your worth, that's when things shift. That's when people start noticing your absence. That's when they begin to wonder why you're no longer available, why you've stopped trying. And suddenly they start chasing you. Not because you manipulated them, but because you finally understood your value enough to stop running after what was never running toward you. The same principle applies to success. Those who thrive in life aren't the ones begging for opportunities. They aren't the ones forcing things before their time. They are the ones who prepare, who build, who remain patient. They trust the process. They work in silence. And because of that, the right opportunities naturally find them. Look at the people who are desperate to be liked, always trying to prove themselves. They're exhausting to be around. They try too hard. They overcompensate. And in doing so, they lose respect. But those who carry themselves with quiet confidence, who aren't desperate for validation, command attention effortlessly. They don't need to be liked. They simply exist as they are. And that energy alone attracts everything to them. Chasing is rooted in fear. The fear of losing, the fear of missing out, the fear of not being enough. But the moment you let go of that fear, when you finally realize you don't need to chase anything to be worthy, everything shifts. You carry yourself differently. You speak differently. You stop accepting breadcrumbs because you know you deserve the whole feast. You stop begging for love because you understand that real love never requires begging. When you stop chasing, you start attracting, because you begin operating from a place of abundance instead of lack. You realize that what is meant for you will never require you to lose yourself to keep it. The right people will see your value without you having to prove it. The right opportunities will come when you're ready, not when you're desperate. It's not about playing mind games. It's not about ignoring people just to make them want you more. It's about truly understanding that chasing isn't necessary. When you're secure in yourself, you don't have to force what's meant for you. You don't have to beg for time, love, or effort. If someone values you, they will show up. And if they don't, chasing them wouldn't have changed anything. Have you ever noticed that when you stop caring so much, things start to work out? The job you gave up on suddenly calls you back. The person who moved on suddenly reaches out. The opportunity you thought was gone suddenly comes back around. That's not luck, it's alignment. When you stop chasing, you regain control. The irony of life is that the more you try to control things, the more chaotic they become. But when you step back, let go, and focus on yourself, everything starts to align. The right people, the right timing, the right opportunities, they come effortlessly. Real power isn't in chasing. It's in realizing you never had to in the first place. There is strength in silence, power in keeping your dreams, plans, and next moves to yourself. Not everyone deserves to know what you're working on or where you're headed. Some people only want to hear your plans so they can plant doubt in your mind. Others want to see your next step so they can block it. And some just want to watch, not to support, but to take advantage. When you overshare, you invite unnecessary energy into your life. Energy that drains, discourages, and even sabotages you. Some people will smile to your face, not in agreement, but the moment you walk away, they're hoping you fail. Not everyone wants to see you win. Your growth reminds them of everything they haven't done, so they plant seeds of doubt. They question your abilities. They act like they don't understand. But in reality, they just don't want you to succeed. The more you talk, the more access you give people to your vision. But not everyone deserves that access. Some people should only see the final product, not the process. Some should only hear about the results, not the hard work behind them. Because when you expose your plans too soon, you give others the chance to interfere, to discourage you, to make you second-guess yourself. Think about how many dreams have died because someone spoke too soon. How many people were excited about an idea, shared it with the wrong person, and suddenly felt doubt creep in. Not everyone is rooting for you. Some will pretend to support you, but deep down they don't want you to surpass them. Silence protects your dreams. It keeps your energy focused. When you stop explaining yourself, when you stop announcing your plans, you give yourself the freedom to move without distractions, without outside opinions, without pressure. You just put in the work and let the results do the talking. The most successful people don't announce their every move. They work in silence, grinding when no one is watching. And by the time people realize what they've done, it's too late to stop them. That's how you have to move. Quietly, with discipline, without seeking approval or validation. A lion doesn't have to roar every minute to prove it's a lion. It moves with confidence, power, and certainty. You don't have to prove yourself to anyone. You don't have to explain your every move. Stay focused, stay consistent, and let your results speak for themselves. Too many people waste their energy explaining their plans to the wrong people. They spend time trying to convince others they're serious about their goals. But the truth is, no one needs to believe in your dream except you. No one needs to understand your vision except you. Because when you truly believe in yourself, you don't need permission. You don't need validation. You just need action. The greatest ideas, businesses, and achievements all started in silence. Before they changed the world, they were built in the dark, away from the noise, away from unnecessary opinions. And that's exactly where you need to be. The people who achieve the most don't waste time explaining their plans. They spend time building them. When you work in silence, you protect your energy, You don't waste time defending your decisions. You don't let outside voices interfere with your momentum. You stay in control. You move without fear of judgment or the weight of other people's doubts. And when you finally reveal what you've been working on, it speaks for itself. Some people ask about your plan.
Good morning, young minds. You know, when I was young, I failed a lot. I failed in school. I failed to get a job at KFC. I even failed to get into Harvard 10 times. But here I am today. Why? Because every single day I thought about my life. Let me ask you, do you think about your life every day, or do you just wake up, go to school, do homework, scroll on your phone, sleep and repeat? If that's all you do, then one day life will surprise you, but not in a good way. If you want to be successful, happy, and proud of yourself in the future, you must start thinking about your growth every single day. If today you are the same person you were yesterday, you are wasting time. Growth is not just about passing exams or getting good grades. It is about learning something new every day. The world is moving fast, and if you stand still, you are actually moving backward. Think about this. A tree never stops growing. Even if the weather is bad, even if people cut its branches, it still finds a way to grow. You must be like that tree. Learn something new, challenge yourself, and never stop improving. Growth does not only come from books, it comes from experiences, mistakes, and trying new things. If you are afraid of trying new things, you are afraid of growth. Some of you want to start a business, but you are scared of failure. Some of you want to improve your skills, but you are too lazy to practice. If you think like this, how will you grow? Every day, ask yourself, what did I learn today? How did I improve? If you have no answer, then you wasted a day. And if you waste too many days, you will waste your future. Many young people love excuses. I failed because my teacher didn't like me. I didn't do my homework because my pen broke. I can't succeed because the government is bad. Excuses, excuses, excuses. Let me tell you a secret. The world does not care about your excuses. Life is tough. Nobody is going to stop and say, oh no, poor you, let me fix everything for you. No. If you fall, nobody is coming to pick you up. Only you can do that. If you want to be successful, stop blaming other people. Take responsibility for your future. Yes, sometimes life is unfair. Sometimes you will face problems that are not your fault. But you must learn how to adapt. If life gives you bad cards, learn how to play them well. Complaining will not change your situation, but action will. The next time you feel like making an excuse, stop and think, is this excuse helping me or stopping me? The moment you stop making excuses and start taking action, you will see your life change. Most people are scared of failure. But let me tell you something funny. If you never fail, you will never succeed. Failure is not the end, it is part of the journey. Every failure teaches you something. Imagine you're learning how to ride a bicycle. The first time, you fall. The second time, you fall again. The third time, you still fall. But by the fifth time, you start to balance. And soon, you are riding smoothly. Life is the same. You must fail forward. The next time you fail at something, don't feel sad. Smile and say, good, I learned something. Because if you keep learning, you will eventually succeed. Many people dream of being rich, but let me tell you, money is boring if you are useless. Success is not about how much money you have. It is about how valuable you are. If you want to be successful, focus on being useful. Solve problems, help people, create something that improves the world. When you are useful, success will follow. The more value you bring to the world, the more success you will achieve. Show me your friends, and I will show you your future. If you spend time with lazy people soon, you will be lazy too. If you spend time with negative people, you will start thinking negatively. But if you surround yourself with hardworking, smart, and positive people, you will become like them. Find mentors, find teachers, find people who challenge you to be better, because in the end, you become like the people you spend the most time with. Choose wisely. You can be the smartest person in the world, but if you don't know how to communicate, your talent is useless. Many young people think communication means talking. No. Communication means making people understand you. It means listening, speaking clearly, and learning how to express yourself. If you want to be a leader, a business person, or even just a respected individual, learn how to communicate. Read books, practice public speaking, and learn how to listen. Working hard is important, but if you work hard without thinking, you will waste time. For example, imagine two people want to cut a tree. The first person takes an axe and starts chopping immediately. The second person spends 30 minutes sharpening the axe, then starts chopping. Who will finish first? The second person, because he worked smart and saved time. Hard work alone is not enough. You must learn to think, plan, and strategize. Many young people don't think about money until it is too late. They say, I will start saving when I have more money. But by the time they realize it, they are already broke. If you start saving even a small amount today, in 10 years, you will have something big. Don't waste money on things you don't need. Learn how to invest, understand how money works, and be smart with your finances. The person who saves early will always have more opportunities in the future. Many young people think health is only for old people. But let me tell you something. If you don't take care of your body now, your body will punish you in the future. Eat well, exercise, sleep enough, and don't put harmful things into your body. A healthy body gives you the energy and confidence to achieve your dreams. What is the point of being rich if you are too sick to enjoy it? Health is the real wealth. When I was young, I dreamed of creating a big company. But do you know what people told me? Jack, you are crazy. You are just a poor English teacher. If I had listened to them, I would be poor today. But I didn't. I believed in my dream and I worked for it. Your dream is yours. Nobody else will understand it. Some people will laugh at you, others will doubt you, but you must keep going. Because in the end, only those who believe in their dreams can turn them into reality. Life is short, my friends. One day you will look back and ask, did I really live or did I just exist? The choices you make today will shape your future. So, think about your life every day. Are you growing? Are you learning? Are you taking responsibility? Are you useful? Are you surrounding yourself with the right people? Are you healthy? Are you saving money? Are you still dreaming? If you start thinking about these things today, your future will be bright. And remember, never stop dreaming. Thank you. Life is short, my friends. One day you will look back and ask yourself, did I really live or did I just exist? This is a question that only you can answer. And the answer depends on the choices you make today. Every great person you admire, whether it's a successful entrepreneur, a scientist, a great musician, or even an athlete, did not wake up one morning and suddenly become great. They thought about their life every day. They planned, they struggled, they learned from their failures, and they kept moving forward even when things got tough. Are you growing? Are you learning? Are you taking responsibility? Are you useful? Are you surrounding yourself with the right people? Are you taking care of your health? Are you saving money? Are you still dreaming? These are questions you should ask yourself every single day. Because your future is being shaped by what you do today, not by what you hope will happen in the future. You don't have unlimited time. Many young people think, I will work hard later. I will think about my future later. I still have time. But let me tell you, time moves fast. If you don't take action now, you will wake up one day at 30, 40, or 50 years old and wonder where all the time went. The biggest mistake young people make is thinking they have forever. But the truth is, every day you waste is a day you will never get back. Successful people don't just think about their future once a year, they think about it every single day. A lot of people have big dreams, but they never start because they are waiting for the perfect time. I will start when I have more money. I will start when I finish school. I will start when I feel ready. But let me tell you something. The perfect moment will never come. The best time to start is always now. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to know everything. And you don't have to have everything figured out. You just have to start. The people who wait for the perfect time end up waiting their entire lives and achieving nothing. Dreams are powerful, but a dream without action is just a fantasy. If you want your dreams to come true, you must wake up and work for them. Every day, take a small step toward your goal. Even if it is a tiny step, it is still progress. There will be times when you feel like giving up. There will be times when people laugh at you. There will be times when you doubt yourself. But those who succeed are the ones who keep pushing even when it feels impossible. Look at me. When I started Alibaba, I had no money, no experience, and no connections. People told me I was crazy, but I believed in my dream and I worked for it every single day. And today, that dream has become a reality. If you remember only one thing from this speech, remember this: your life is your responsibility. Nobody will live it for you. Nobody will fight for your dreams except you. If you fail, don't blame others. If you succeed, it's because you worked for it. Your teachers can guide you, your parents can support you, but at the end of the day, only you can build your future. So, my friends, I leave you with one final thought. Think about your life every day, not once a year.
I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Nothing. Nelson Mandela said, "There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living." Now, I'm sure in your experiences in school and applying to college and picking your major and deciding what you want to do with life, I'm sure people have told you to make sure you have something to fall back on. Make sure you got something to fall back on, honey. But I never understood that concept, having something to fall back on. If I'm going to fall, I don't want to fall back on anything. I want to fall forward. I figure at least this way I'll see what I'm going to hit. Without consistency, you'll never finish. So do what you feel passionate about. Take chances. Don't be afraid to fail. There's an old IQ test, was 9 dots, and you had to draw 5 lines with a pencil within these 9 dots without lifting the pencil. The only way to do it was to go outside the box. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big. But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams. Reggie Jackson struck out 2,600 times in his career, the most in the history of baseball. But you don't hear about the strikeouts. People remember the home runs. Fall forward. Thomas Edison conducted 1,000 failed experiments. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Because the 1,001st was the light bulb. Fall forward. Every failed experiment is one step closer to success. You've got to take risks, and I'm sure you've probably heard that before, but I want to talk to you about why that's so important. You will fail at some point in your life. Accept it. You will lose. You will embarrass yourself. You will suck at something. There's no doubt about it. And I know that's probably not a traditional message for a graduation ceremony, but hey, I'm telling you, embrace it, because it's inevitable. In the acting business, you fail all the time. Early on in my career, I auditioned for a part in a Broadway musical. Perfect role for me, I thought, except for the fact that I can't sing. I didn't get the job. But here's the thing. I didn't quit. I didn't fall back. I walked out of there to prepare for the next audition, and the next audition, and the next audition. I prayed. I prayed. And I prayed. But I continued to fail, and fail, and fail. But it didn't matter, because you know what? There's an old saying, you hang around the barbershop long enough, sooner or later you're going to get a haircut. So you will catch a break, and I did catch a break. Last year, I did a play called Fences on Broadway. But here's the kicker. It was at the Court Theater. It was at the same theater that I failed that first audition 30 years prior. The point is, every graduate here today has the training and the talent to succeed. But do you have the guts to fail? If you don't fail, you're not even trying. I'll say it again. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did. Just imagine you're on your deathbed, and standing around your deathbed are the ghosts representing your unfulfilled potential. The ghost of the ideas you never acted on. The ghost of the talents you didn't use. And they're standing around your bed, angry, disappointed, and upset. They say, we came to you because you could have brought us to life, they say. And now we have to go to the grave together. So I ask you today, how many ghosts are going to be around your bed when your time comes? I just got back from South Africa. It's a beautiful country, but there are places there with terrible poverty that need help. And Africa is just the tip of the iceberg. The Middle East needs your help. Japan needs your help. Alabama needs your help. Tennessee needs your help. Louisiana needs your help. Philadelphia needs your help. The world needs a lot, and we need it from you. We really do. We need it from you young people. I mean, I'm not speaking for the rest of us up here, but I know I'm getting a little grayer. We need it from you, the young people, because remember this. You got to get out there. You got to give it everything you got, whether it's your time, your talent, your prayers, or your treasures. What are you going to do with what you have? I'm not talking about how much you have. Some of you are business majors, some of you are theologians, nurses, sociologists, some of you have money, some of you have patience, some of you have kindness, some of you have love, some of you have the gift of long suffering. Whatever it is, whatever your gift is, what are you going to do with what you have? All right, now here's my last point about failure. Sometimes it's the best way to figure out where you're going. Your life will never be a straight path. I began at Fordham University as a pre-med student. I took a course called cardiac morphogenesis. I couldn't read it, I couldn't say it, I sure couldn't pass it. So then I decided to go into pre-law, then journalism. And with no academic focus, my grades took off in their own direction. I was a 1.8 GPA. And the university very politely suggested that it might be better to take some time off. I was 20 years old. I was at my lowest point. And then one day, and I remember the exact day, March 27th, 1975, I was helping my mother in her beauty shop. My mother owned a beauty shop up in Mount Vernon. And there was this older woman who was considered one of the elders in the town. And I didn't know her personally, but I was looking in the mirror, and every time I looked at the mirror, I could see her behind me, and she was staring at me. She just kept looking at me. Every time I looked at her, she kept giving me these strange looks. So she finally took the dryer off her head and she said something I'll never forget. She said, "Young boy, I have a prophecy, a spiritual prophecy." She said, "You are going to travel the world and speak to millions of people." And in the years that followed, just as that woman prophesied, I have traveled the world and I have spoken to millions of people through my movies. Millions who up till this day couldn't see me, who up till this day I couldn't see while I was talking to them, and they couldn't see me, they could only see the movie. They couldn't see the real me. But I see you today. And I'm encouraged by what I see. And I'm strengthened by what I see. Because taking risk is not just about going for a job. It's also about knowing what you know and what you don't know. It's about being open to people and to ideas. The chances you take, the people you meet, the people you love, the faith that you have, that's what's going to define you. Never be discouraged. Never hold back. Give everything you got. And when you fall throughout life, remember this: fall forward.